Hello, my name is Dan Carr. I'm a graphics multimedia developer at the Center for Academic Technologies, which is under the umbrella of the Center for Teaching and Learning. Beside me is Dr. Vi Mears, who is the director of the Center for Teaching and Learning. And we're going to talk about technology with teaching and learning. So, first of all, we'll say that we used to have Friday seminars called TGIF, which was talking about good teaching ideas on Friday. But we found that maybe we'd try a different format here. So I'll let Vi go ahead and talk to the camera.
Well, we're trying a different format this semester anyway, so we're temporarily putting TGIF on the back burner because what we found is that some people are just very busy at lunchtime. They're busy all the time. There's things going on all the time at this university, some really, really good opportunities for professional development. And we felt that on Fridays at lunchtime, we were just getting a few people, a few very interested people, I may add, come to our sessions, and they had a great time, and it was very educational. But we feel we can reach more people by trying a different mode of delivery. And what we're going to do are things like what Dan and I are doing right now, short conversations about teaching and learning. And we're going to post them to YouTube. So we've created a presence on YouTube. We have the Center for Teaching and Learning right now on YouTube. And this little conversation that Dan and I are having will be posted to YouTube, and it will probably be our first session up there. But we've got a list of suitable topics, these topics that we think are good. Some are the people on campus, and some we might be interviewing people who are not on campus. And we're going to post these conversations to YouTube, and we're going to ask that instead of coming physically face-to-face to College West 113 and coming to our TGIF on Friday, that you tune into YouTube and watch one of our 2 or 3 or 4 minute clips, either at Friday at noon or at any other time. So rather than TGIF, we could call it TGIA, thinking or talking about good teaching ideas anytime. And we're hoping that these ideas, these topics that we post will serve as conversational starters, serve as dialogue beginners for your department, for your faculty, or just for a group of colleagues having a discussion about teaching and learning. So we hope you find them useful.
Okay, let's ask Vi some questions. Vi, should every teacher incorporate technology into their teaching and learning all the time?
Absolutely not. There are some forms of technology that would probably be, very difficult to learn, and unless you were quite familiar with them yourself, it would be quite hard for you to integrate them in an appropriate way. I always go on the assumption that people have to play and explore with anything, whether it's math manipulatives or whether it's a form of technology. You have to feel comfortable using it at a personal level first. So for instance, we are using a flip cam right now to do this video recording, and I'm not that familiar with the flip cam, so I want to learn more about it, and in time this may be a tool that I use in my teaching, but I think first I need to feel comfortable and familiar with it, and then I have to think of a way that I could use this tool in my teaching such that it would enhance the learning environment for the students. The ultimate goal is that the students will learn whatever it is I'm trying to teach them in a good and an enhanced way, come to some kind of terms of integrating with the concept, with each other, like interacting with each other. And if I can think of a good use of technology for that purpose, I will. Like for instance, I used to teach math education in the Faculty of Education. I was trying to explain the concept of fractals, and I had all sorts of formula, and I had different kinds of manipulatives, but the best way for me to help the students understand the concept of fractals was when I found fractal music and a fractal animated GIF, and I put them together, and the students finally understood the concept in a way that I could never have taught them in a regular face-to-face classroom manner, with no amount of verbal talk or pictures or anything would have done it, but the form of technology that I found and chose to use in that instance really helped them learn.
Do we want to discuss any issues surrounding use of technology in teaching and learning?
Well, as I said earlier, I think it's important to explore and play. There's an experimental stage so that you have to have a certain comfort level with it. Some people are much faster at learning forms of technology than others. Some people just use it, they like it, and they just use it more. So they're more advanced, more sophisticated in what they use. Some people might just use email with their students. They might go to a few websites. Other people might integrate music, they might integrate YouTube videos, they might use VoiceThread. There's all sorts of technologies that some of the more sophisticated teachers with technology are using right now that are very effective in the classroom. But we all have to start somewhere. And I always say, like, start with something that you feel comfortable with. So if you feel comfortable with videos or with digital photographs or with some music, if that's part of your itinerary in your teaching, then use that and use it effectively, and start with one thing and use it well, and then gradually move to something else that you can learn first and then gradually incorporate into your teaching. But the idea is to use it in a way that's appropriate to the content you're teaching and appropriate to your style of teaching. Like, don't try and use something that is totally different from the way you normally teach, because then you would feel uncomfortable, and I think the students would sense that discomfort and probably wouldn't be as motivated or as engaged as if it was something that you were comfortable using. So use it appropriately, integrate it well, and feel comfortable with it.
Now, what if an instructor was interested in using technology in their teaching, but wasn't really comfortable with, as you just say, with all the various technologies, or even understanding all the various technologies? Where could they go to get help?
Well, that's where they come here. The Center for Teaching and Learning is exactly where you should come if you'd like some help with learning about technologies. The Teaching Development Center in College West 113 will focuses on teaching and learning, all aspects of teaching and learning with and without technology. And we have a large classroom there, and we have seminars, probably large group seminars, where we can do lots of different things in a large group setting. But a lot of the actual technology learning would probably happen up here at the Center for Academic Technologies, because we have a lot of the actual tools up here, and we have hands-on workshops so we can sit down with you and help you understand. We have Thursday seminars at lunchtime that are Ustreamed, so people can actually physically come to these half-hour seminars, or they can watch it live on Ustream at the same time and chat with the Ustream chat service, or they can watch the seminars asynchronously at any time that they want. Following up from our Thursday seminars, where we introduce people to different types of technology just in a half an hour or less, we have hands-on workshops where people can come for an hour or more and sit down and really come to grips with, in a more in-depth way, with the understanding the topic.
Would we like people who are watching this video right now to make comments on the video?
Yes, that's a possibility. If you go to where this will be located and post it to the YouTube site.
We value feedback.
We value feedback. So we hope you participate. And this is just the very first YouTube video that we're making. We have a list of topics. We're going to be talking about such things as the power of group work, copyright, innovative uses of PowerPoint, discussion of laptops in the classroom. We've got a whole 2 pages of topics that we're hoping to have people comment on and talk to us about. So we'll be contacting people in the next few days to ask them to do that. Thank you very much. That's it.